Hi everyone, this is some help. Oh dear, got the wrong colour pen going. Here we go, try again. Some help for exercise 5.01, question 12. Now, as this is one of your homework questions, what I recommend you do is, if you are a bit stuck, just watch a little bit of this video, and if you start to understand and get the idea, pause without watching the rest of it, see if you can finish the homework question for yourself. But that's up to you. If you're still stuck, then maybe watch a little bit more, but rather than just watching the whole thing through all in one go. Now in this question, we have 12 nominations for, 12 people who have nominated for a student council. There's going to be 5 people selected for the council. Now here's the important bit, the pool of candidates. There are 7 girls and there are 5 boys. And from this group of 12, we need 5 councillors on the student council. Now, you might, at your first guess, try to do 12C5. And if there were no restrictions, that would be the right thing to do. But there are restrictions. When I continue to read the question, it says, the principal of the school has stated that there must be either 2 or 3 girls on the council. Now, because these restrictions exist, we're going to have to split this up a little bit. So let's first of all consider if there were 2 girls, and if there were 2 girls out of the 5, there would have to be 3 boys. Now, what does that translate to? I'm choosing 2 girls out of 7. So that's 7C2. And I'm choosing 3 boys out of a possible 5. So that's 5C3. Now, I'll just work these out. I'm not quite sure at the moment whether I should add or multiply these. So let's work out these numbers first and see what we get. The rule would be 7 factorial over 7 take 2 is 5 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. Now I'd have here 5 factorial, 5 take 3 is 2 factorial by 3 factorial. Still not, oops, sorry, try that again. Still not totally sure whether I should be adding or multiplying. So let's just keep going a bit with this. Now when I use my calculator to do that, I find there are 21 different ways of choosing 2 girls from the pool of 7, and there are 10 different ways of choosing the boys. Well, for every one of these 21 possible ways, so for the first group of girls, there's 10 different ways of having the boys. Then for the second group of girls, there's another 10 different ways of having the boys. That sounds like multiplication to me. Now, the other way to decide that it's multiplication is because we have this word and going on here. And when we use the word and, it translates to multiply. When we use the word or, remember, it translates to addition. It's the old addition principle. So this would give me 210 different combinations of council membership on the first scenario of 2 girls and 3 boys. Now, if you think you might be okay, this, you might have already paused. That's okay. I'm just going to carry on. Remember to pause at any time when you think you can take it from here. Now, the other possible way that the principal said they wanted their student council was to have 3 girls on the council, and therefore with a total of only 5 people on the council, there would have to be 2 boys. So I'm pretty sure you could take it from here, but I'll just finish this for fun. So we've got 7 girls and we're choosing 3 this time, multiplied by, we have 5 boys and we're choosing 2. So 7 factorial, 7 take 3 would be 4 factorial by 3 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 take 2 is 3 factorial by 2 factorial. Now, my calculator helped me with these. Of course, you can put 7C3 into the calculator, but I would like to see something like this to show your understanding. That becomes 35 possible ways of selecting the girl councillors and 10 for the boys, that's 350 ways. Now remember, we said that and translates into multiplication. The principal said we needed to have this. I'm just going to rub that number 2 out. That's slightly getting in my way. It said we had to have the 2 girls and the 3 boys. And what was the word in the question? Or we had to have this set. Well, now that helps me, because that tells me that the total number of combinations is 210 plus 350. The word or translates into addition. And here we go, so that's 560 possible combinations of choosing the student council under these restricted conditions. Remember, if there were no restrictions whatsoever on the membership, it would simply be 12C5. But this was a slightly more interesting situation, and you got a little bit more interesting mathematics behind there. Hopefully you didn't need to watch the whole way through, but if you did, that's okay. This is just homework and this is learning. It's not a test. If you did watch all the way through, that's fine. Just remember to keep practicing until you can do these by yourself without referring back for any help.